Okay, guys, we're going to have a little look at some daddy levels and see if we can build a clean chart up and find an idea.
Wait. Matron, take them away.
And a warm welcome to one and all. It's your first time here. I'm the big fella, Scruffy Trader. And it's the last Friday of the week, or the last Friday of the month rather. And it's also the last Friday of the year. So I'm going to be very conservative. I'm just going to look for 5-10 pips, if that, because I had a colossal day yesterday and early this morning. And I want to show you how we do it. Very, very simple. So if that sounds good, take a little second to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to support the channel, do check out the Scruffy merchandise. You'll see the trader shelf below. Joanne's little shop. Keep her happy. So let's have a little look, see what we are looking at. Click that over. If I wipe out all of these levels, so we have just a clean chart, daily chart, what are we looking at? Well, if I'm looking at yesterday and I start building in some levels, I'll just do these in green, just like so. We can see we're trading above yesterday. All right. And we can come down to there, get down as far as there. And if we put a center point in, just like so, let's drop a line in, just putting a few levels in just to highlight something for you, just like so. Okay. We can see what's going on. All right, so we're trading above the 50. We've cracked this level here, and we've cracked the high of yesterday. Right, okay. Where's it at in the week? Again, we're trading up above the week. Okay, interesting. Now, what I'm also going to do is I want to put on a pivot. Now, I'm just going to get rid of these because I don't really need them. I do like a Bollinger Band, by the way, guys, because it'll show you where the stretch points are. And you can see that's pushing up here, and it is coming from the base, but we don't really need that. So we'll get rid of that. And we're just going to drop on a pivot point. Why is that? So when I start moving down the frames, I can see what's going on. Now, if it trades above the pivot, there's a high probability it'll hit R1. Well, it's already visited that. Okay. So what else do I need to know? Well, I want to know what the daily range is. So get an ATR on this thing, and we'll see what the ATR is operating at this moment in time. Well, it's about 77 to 80, give or take. Okay. So if we drop this down to an hour, get rid of that, find out where 12 o'clock is. So that was this candle here. We want to see what the range is. So we said 77. We'll just call it 80 because it's just a roundabout figure. So we'll push that up to 80. Squinch this in a little bit. Right. And we know it opened there. So this section here is the top of the range. That's assuming it never looks back, guys. You're just assuming it never looks back. And then we're going to pull that down and see where this takes us, which is there. And then I just want to put a couple of zones in so I can roughly see where it might possibly get to, which could be this. Okay. So I'm just going to put in a grey zone, just like so. And what these zones represent there we go. Just pull that in. All right. So on the hourly chart, we can see we are above the pivot. We're above the center line. We know we're above the weekly center line, and we're here. Okay. So is this a relatively good trade for 5 pips? It's not bad. It's not bad at all. So I'm going to take the pivot off because now I've got that defined. I now want to see where any potential targets are. All right. Well, I can already see that it's having a go at this one. Now, that was the last drive. It's come down. It's now pushing up. So I'm going to put an extension on this from there back down to there, which will now give me a target point there. Simple stuff. And the 161 is way up there. So I'm happy with that. Pull that back. Take it to 15 minutes. See what the score is. Well, we can see the pressure's coming in. So we're just going to drop an order in. Nice simple order into this. I want it to come to me. Do it for 5 pips. Just like so. Why 5 pips? I'll show you in just a second. But basically, it's going to marry up onto that target point from here. But what I have done is I've put it at the top of this candle so that I can follow it back if I need to. Okay? Because it may well retrace on itself. So I'll leave that there. Drop this onto a 5-minute chart. So I can now start monitoring this because it may well push down. But I've got an entry and I've got an exit. And if I sold, I've got a high exit. But I said that I'm going to be conservative. Why? Well, it's Friday. Don't like trading on Friday, so I want to be in and out relatively quick. It's the last Friday of the year, so anything could happen and I could be wrong. Okay, so there's that. And then I got paid really well this morning. I don't need to do anything because at this moment in time, got nothing running. The only order in place is that Aussie. And there's my work for the last 2 days. I started this yesterday. Did a little bit of scalping yesterday morning. Got a few bits out of the DAX. And then I watched it scream all the way up. And I waited for it to then come back. And I watched it through the night because I was doing a little bit of a night owl thing, and a similar thing with cable. So that's the premise of the trade. I'll just leave it on the screen so we can watch it. What I'm going to be doing is just open that up a little bit and just push that up there so you can see the range. Right, it's in. So now we're in. We're either going to get scored here, but I am prepared to buy extras at these levels below, and we'll just see what we get. So let me play this out and I'll come back to you at the end. Okay, boys and girls, job done. And if we have a little look at this, look where it's stalled. Bang on the level. Almost to the pip. Boom. Now, I don't need this order anymore, so we'll get rid of that one. So what's the moral here? What do I keep showing over and over again to build consistency? Trust your levels. Understand how those levels react. Why? Because they are natural magnet points. And over the last couple of days, I've shown this before I go into trade. So it's not sort of retrospective. There. That is my result over the last couple of days. There's the trade you've just seen in. This we were discussing yesterday in the Discord, etc. And just if I pull my Discord up, just pull that down. We're all putting our little sort of bits and pieces in for what we're doing next year. Next year we're doing video face-to-face more and more. The morning call format for the guys in the group will be Monday. We'll mark up a chart of your choice. Tuesday will be Troublesome Tuesday, where we'll discuss your areas where you're getting to losers and things like that. Wednesday will be Winning Point, good entries, good trailing stops, that sort of thing. Thursday, Mindset, Thoughtful Thursday, very, very important. Friday is free for all, in other words, just open Q&A. And then on the weekends, we're going to have off, because this is a job and you need to treat it like that. But if we look here, before I took that trade, so today at 8:59, you saw me trade that afterwards, I told them I was going to buy it. And that's kind of the way I look at things. You know, I like to tell them up front. And then in the morning call, we were discussing other things as well, which was here. So again, it's good to get into these things and understand what it is we're trying to achieve. And what we're trying to achieve is consistency. And that is just going from one level to the next. If you get in and you scale backwards to a level, brilliant. Job's done. So there we go. If you like trading, you want to see more of what I do check down in the description. You'll find various different contacts down there for me. There is a free Telegram for you to come in and have a chat. I drop in most of the day. If you want to see my exact way of trading, drop into the Discord and you'll find me in there. And that's it. And if you do message me, I respond to every single one of you. Always do. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all on the next one.